Peggy 16.
Alors que la Gamescom bat son plein, Need for Speed The Run continue sa course endiablée jusqu'à sa sortie officielle le 18 novembre prochain. Je vous laisse découvrir en images le stand de la Gamescom, un stand blindé qui, pour le coup, carbure. Pour la première fois dans un Need for Speed, le jeu tourne autour d'une histoire avec un personnage plutôt sympathique.
You play Jack, who is a guy with, let's just say, a sordid past. And the game starts and he's in a bit of a predicament, and really the only way he can get out of it is to enter this cross-country race across the United States and win the $25 million and basically settle some debts that if he doesn't do, he's not going to survive. So it's pretty intense. As he's racing along, it's not just your standard kind of beat 8 people to the finish line. He's moving along, and we've got a variety of modes that really hype up and reinforce the drama inside of the game.
Peux-tu nous donner quelques détails sur cette fameuse course San Francisco-New York?
Well, you start in San Francisco, and you're going to race along, and you get to New York City first. You're going to beat 200 other racers, and really. The cool thing about this game is that for the first time ever in Need for Speed history, we're actually in real-world locations. And the second part, which is really great, is that as a result of Frostbite 2, we're able to create this really robust, huge game that is reflective of basically the size of the United States. You know, we're able to create a ton of different variety of terrain. So we've got everything from deserts to lush mountains to snowy mountains to lush forests, I should say, to cities and just a whole farmlands, a whole bunch of stuff. And you know, and through that, there's about 300 kilometers, so really big game. In fact, I think it's easily the biggest Need for Speed game with 3 times the track space of previous games.
Vous nous avez fait découvrir un nouveau niveau ici à Cologne. Pouvons-nous en savoir un petit peu plus?
At Gamescom here, we unveiled our new Avalanche level. And you know, at certain points in the game, we wanted to really create an epic Hollywood, big budget, Michael Bay sort of moment that people were like, ah! And you know, one of the ways that we were able to do that in this case is combine almost our little battle or a rival mode where you're battling against a driver. You've got the opponent car in the Avalanche game. It's an Audi R8, and then but we wanted to add up that and fuse it with sort of our survival mode where we've got, in this case, an environmental impact on the car, and there's an avalanche coming down. You're sort of forced to enter this road that was closed due to blasting to set off the charges to trigger avalanches. And as you're racing along, the avalanches are coming around you. So not only do you have to try to beat a car, your opponent racer, you have to navigate through snow that's coming down and giant boulders that are falling. It's really intense, but really fun.
Bah, au final, c'est un jeu d'action.
Action and like a narrative-driven game is really core to what Black Box makes. You know, as I mentioned, we've got Undercover, Underground, and Most Wanted, and all these sort of iconic Need for Speed games. And what we want to do is sort of take that action and really kind of give a more modern take on it. Tell the story that we've always wanted to take and just even higher, really amp up the danger and just the intensity. So, you know, we've got the player always in the moment. As we're telling the story, you're in the story, you're living it, you're feeling that danger. And it's really, and it's everything from autolog to just the way we're telling the story, to mountains coming down at you, to helicopters shooting at you, to battling opponents. And it is truly an intense experience. Tons of fun.
Pouvez-vous nous parler de la fonctionnalité autolog?
I mean, autolog is obviously something that is inherent and core to the Need for Speed experience. It started in Hot Pursuit and continued through Shift and now into Need for Speed The Run. And the great thing about autolog in The Run is, you know, in previous games it was always based around comparing your time against your friends on a particular track. Whereas this one, we actually baked it into the entire career. So while in the career you're beating 200 other racers to New York City, but we wanted to make the race more personal. So now you actually need to set the fastest time amongst your friends to New York. So it doesn't feel quite as lonely, and it really amps up the motivation and the danger as you're looking at it and you're racing. You're like, I won the race. And then you look down and you're like, but my friend is still 2 minutes ahead of me. So now there's success inside the game, and then there's the bragging rights amongst your friends. So it really personalizes the game a lot, which is great. We can't wait for you guys to check it out. November 18th. It's on PS3, Xbox 360, PC, Wii, 3DS, and various mobile applications.